this is going to be the hardest rebuild you've ever seen in Madden history, as I'm not only starting with the full 0 overall team, we have rules that's going to make things much harder. I'm literally not allowed to do any scouting myself. I can only sign a maximum of 5 off-season free agents per season, and trading is allowed, but only on very hard difficulty. And if I don't win the Super Bowl with this team by the end of the 2030 season, I have to buy a Trevor Lawrence Jags jersey and wear it in my videos for the rest of the month. I just can't do that as a die-hard Titans fan, dude. I already have it bad enough. But seriously, like, how am I supposed to bring this team to a Super Bowl? Especially knowing I'm not going to be able to take advantage of Madden's trading system, dude. This is literally going to be impossible. But for this first season, there's literally nothing I can do, so I'm just going to go ahead and simulate to the end of the year, and more than likely, we're going to lose 17 straight games. We lost our first game of the season 126 to nothing. Brother, it's not out of the question that one of these teams scores 1,000 points on us in a game this season. Oh wow, what a surprise. 0-17. I'm so excited to go see how bad we got beat. Oh my god, dude. We didn't score a single point all season long. And the Houston Texans were so close, dude, to putting up 200 points against us. Brother, they scored 77 points in the second quarter alone. Our quarterback threw 17 interceptions in a single game. Oh my gosh, dude. On the ground, we had a total of what? Negative 26 yards? We didn't have a single positive yard all season long. And we gave up 12,000 yards? Oh my gosh, I've never seen such in my entire life. We gave up more than double the amount of yards as the second worst defense. We didn't have a single sack, a single fumble recovery, a single interception all year long. I mean, 0 touchdowns to 63 interceptions is just nasty work. He couldn't even complete 10% of his passes. Oh gosh, our leading rusher had 0 yards, which means I'm assuming, yep, look at that, dude. We had only a total of, what, 32 rushes all season as a team. That's crazy. Not to mention our quarterback had 6 fumbles. And hey, Brian Thomas might be a 0 overall, but at least he still led us in receiving yards. How's it even possible for Josh Reynolds to end the season with negative 83 yards after the catch? Like, how did he even do that? Would you look at this, dude? 4 of our 5 offensive linemen gave up 28 plus sacks. Somehow our left guard only gave up 3. At least we had 4 guys with 100 plus total tackles. And I'm just curious, actually. Yeah, dude, because we played in the AFC South and played the AFC South teams twice. Yeah, Will Levis put up 5,000 yards, 45 touchdowns. Now, CJ Stroud and Anthony Richardson didn't do as good as I expected. Now, Joe Mixon had a big season, so that's not a surprise. But brother, how in the world am I eventually supposed to take this team to a Super Bowl? Well, I guess with that disaster of a start, it is now time to get to work here in the offseason. And don't forget, with our rules, it's not going to be so easy. Following this Super Bowl, we have somehow now became a 10 overall team with a missing offense. Now, I'm going to be surprised if not every one of our players retired while they had the chance. Oh, that's a shocker. Now, you best believe I would have quit after a season like this, but maybe that's just indicative of my character. So if you look at our team lineup, apparently we now have a 23 overall defense. I'm assuming that's because we got some practice squad players signed, and some of them are like in the 60s, so that's a decent start. And what's funny is, yes, we have players sitting here like Trayvon Walker, who should have 9 skill points to use, but if you try to upgrade him, he doesn't have enough to purchase the bucket. Idiotic game. Like, I have all of these players that are supposed to have numerous upgrades, but like, I physically can't. I mean, it says 53 players were upgraded, but nothing changed, dude. This game is so broken. It's gonna make it even harder for me to win the Super Bowl. But now it's time to get going to this offseason, which we have 13 players ready to negotiate their contracts. I think it's pretty obvious we're not going to give a single penny to any of these guys. Sorry, Devin. Which is only going to give us $34 million to spend in free agency. I'm going to try and cut a few players, which unfortunately I can't cut Trevor Lawrence because that will put us negative $114 million in the hole. So unfortunately I can't part ways with these guys right now, but I can shed a little bit off our cap space by releasing a bunch of these fellas. I wonder if I could trade some of these guys for like a 7th round pick or something. Like, I know we're on very hard and all, but I mean, you never know. This is Madden. 12 overall Christian Kirk for a 7th round pick. Okay, yeah, dude, GG. So we are 100% best inclined just to release all these guys. Try to save as much money as physically possible. Sorry, Evan, it's just business. All right, finally, after what, 15 minutes of releasing players, we are finally done. which gives us roughly $100 million to spend now, which that means we're gonna have a bunch of empty spots on our roster, so we're gonna have to figure something out. But now we finally can get started, dude, and get into free agency here. Hopefully it's a good free agent class. And don't forget, I only get 5 players to sign here, so I have to be smart. Okay, so unfortunately, it doesn't look like we have many long-term options here, as everybody's over 30 years old. Gotta be smart about this, dude. Now, am I gonna draft a quarterback? Because obviously I have the #1 pick. But I think the best bet is just to draft a quarterback. Like, if there was like an 85 plus, maybe I'd sign him, but not for now, because we don't have that much money to spend. I kind of want to focus on younger guys that at least can help us for a while, and #1's probably gonna be Rashid Shaheed here. He should be solid for at least another 3 or 4 seasons. So let me offer him a little 5-year contract and see what he says. Oh, we're tied with the Buccaneers, dude. I literally cannot afford to miss out on any of my targets here. So unfortunately, I'll up this a little bit if I got to. Now that's looking much better. So as much as we need multiple receivers, we're gonna have to settle for 1. And like I said, dude, I have to be smart. And like, these are high-rated players here, but there's just no point in signing them because they're gonna be gone in a few seasons. Now, Baron Brown is a guy that would be perfect. He's only 26 years old. He'd love to join us. He could stick around for 5-6 years until we hopefully win a Super Bowl. Hopefully he'll get better and better. We'll give him, you know what, a 6-year offer. Like, why not? Hopefully this is already enough for us to be his #1 offer. God, we're tied with the Buccaneers again, man. We literally cannot afford to lose out on him, so I'm gonna try another offer, dude. I'm probably gonna be overpaying here, but if we can land him, that's all that's important. We're on top now. Hopefully he signs with us. Now, we definitely need a running back, but I'm thinking we draft a running back, or if anything, before the season next year, we can pick somebody up out of free agency. Keep in mind, it's only off-season free agents. We're limited to 5 signings. I'm gonna have to fill my roster somehow, so I feel like it wouldn't be smart using one of those selections here. We still have 3 more players that we could potentially sign. Now, any offensive linemen, we need to at least get 1 O-lineman, and the best bet's probably Cam Robinson, even though he's almost already 30. Like, he'd still be solid for us for like 3-4 seasons potentially, so I'll give him a little 4-year offer, see what he's thinking. God, we're behind the Rams now. So why don't we make it a 5-year offer, and I'll up the money a little bit. Now we've taken sole position of first place. So we still have 2 more offers we can send out into the universe. Let me try to make sure I get the best player possible. Not that many good options in the D-line, unfortunately. I just can't believe this is such a bad free agent class. Maybe I go ahead and sign Poona Ford. He is a star, and there's just not many good defensive players out there on the free agency list. So Poona Ford, probably give him a solid 3-year offer, stick around for a while at least. So we're head and shoulders above everybody else's offer right now, so hopefully Poona's locked in. Now we've sent 4 offers out. Let me be smart here, make sure we get the best player we possibly can remain. There's just not that many long-term options out there right now, unfortunately. Maybe I offer Justin Simmons here to have somebody decent in that secondary for a while. Like, he could be okay, probably over an 80 overall for the next 2 seasons possibly. Give him a little 3-year deal, see if we're his #1 team. Gosh, we're tied with the Colts and Giants, man. Do I just say screw it, and do I just try and sign DeMar Hamlin? Do I just do it? Like, is it good juju? Let's see if DeMar Hamlin wants to join us. He can at least progress for another few seasons since he's only 27. And it's my Titans trying to steal him from us. But this for now is our 5 offers, and I'm really hoping we can land all 5, and I feel like this could be a decent base for the team. All right, let's submit it through. Hopefully we can get all 5. And we did get all 5. Let's go. I mean, that honestly could have gone so much better. Like, we just got dealt with bad cards, but I think we did about as good as we possibly could. But the team is still just so bad, dude. I mean, we have Poona Ford, our defensive tackle, now playing fullback for us. But since we have our 5 signings, I guess it's time now to sim to the draft. Obviously, I wasn't allowed to do any scouting this season. The CPU did all of that. And the latest mock draft has us going with Michael Williams. Like, I'm not going defensive line. I'm going to go quarterback. I just don't know if I'm going to go Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders, which Cam Ward is supposed to go above him, so he's probably going to be the pick. I do want to see, though, if I can trade down just 1 spot with the Falcons and try to get as many draft picks as possible. Oh, well, here goes freaking nothing, dude. So what trade offers do I have off the get-go to go backwards? Nothing I'm too interested in. Like, there's a lot of first-round picks I'd love to have, but I can't afford to go back that far. Like, the Seahawks here even giving me some good picks, but I know they're going to take Cam Ward, and apparently he's a much higher overall than Shedeur Sanders since they want him. Man, I wish we could just trade back literally 1 spot from here. Let's go and see what the Falcons would give us. Keep in mind, this trade difficulty is on very hard, so I have no idea how this is going to work out. out. Like, even if we could just pick up like an extra second, that would be huge. But let's see if we can get a second, possibly a third, maybe a first from next year. Like, I just want to see what's out there. We'll submit this through, and it's not too far away from being accepted, but I doubt we'll be able to get a next year's first. How about a next year's second instead? And nope. How about this? The first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh. Come on, please accept. It's in the green at least. Unfortunately, I don't even know if we're gonna be able to get the second round pick. I'll try it. See if we can get the second and third. Submit it through. It's still declined. How about just the second? It's declined again. So we're probably gonna have to settle for like a third, fourth. Let's see if we can do this. Like, honestly, right now, we probably could just do with having more numbers, more draft picks. Will this be accepted? Still declined. What if we took out the 6th and 7th? Oh my gosh. Are we not even gonna be able to get a third? How about the third, a 6th, and a 7th? Oh, this is unbelievable. This is so unbelievable, dude. Let me take out the 7th. Is this enough? No. I told you guys very hard was gonna make this much harder. Submit this through. Finally, it was accepted. Trading down one spot. We still pick up a third. We still pick up a 7th. Now, I just really hope that the Falcons don't go quarterback here. Oh no, is that Cam Ward? Oh, don't tell me they just went quarterback. Oh no, they went Travis Hunter. So that means we get our pick at quarterback. I would trade back another spot if the Seahawks weren't gonna snipe me. But yes, the selection is gonna be Cam Ward. I know there's probably much better picks out there, but we need quarterback to be the face of this franchise. Hopefully, this isn't a absolute terrible pick. Does he come in as the 33rd ranked player, and we got him at 2? I mean, he does have hidden development, which is always a dub. I mean, I'm assuming he was the best quarterback in the draft class. These skills look solid. Like, I mean, beggars can't be choosers. Quarterback is the most important position, and I think we got the best one in the class. Hopefully, we're still able to get something solid here in the second round. So here's the freaking question, dude. Like, do I go ahead and get another weapon? Do I get a tight end? We're probably gonna need a tight end in our offense. We already have a receiver, at least. I might would go Malachi Starks here, but we did use one of our 5 signings on DeMar Hamlin, so we probably don't need to go there. We could use a corner. Like, we really could use everything, so I don't even know what I'm talking about here. I mean, Tyler Warren still being here is pretty crazy. I know Harold Fannin down here is great as well. Like, do I wait, like, go tight end later, or I just go ahead and go Tyler Warren? This is tough. Screw it, dude. I'm gonna go tight end. Tyler Warren's just too good. Hopefully, he has hidden development. Hopefully, he's a high-rated player. He is going to be 31st ranked player, and we got him at 33. Not terrible. Also comes in with hidden development. That's massive. Now, I completely forgot we do have 2 third-round picks, so hopefully we can hit on both. We've started off this draft pretty good. It could have been better, but could have been much worse. We do have the first 2 picks here. I wonder if I could possibly trade down. Now, Isaiah Bond's still there, and we could use multiple receivers. Now, Trey Harris is also really good. Hopefully, he's a decent pick here. Not a scheme fit or anything. He's the 69th ranked player. We got him at 65. As long as he has hidden development, I'm happy. At least we've kind of hit on the first 3 players. Hopefully, we can go 4 for 4 with the second pick here in the third round. Or, like, do I go ahead and trade back a little bit? What am I getting offered to trade back? Not too much that I'm interested in, to be honest. Now, I really do need cornerback, but the computer didn't scout anybody here, so it's really gonna come down to Denzel Burke or Barron from Texas. They're both projected first or second rounders, which means because they fell this far, they probably aren't the greatest. Screw it, dude. I'm gonna take Denzel Burke out of Ohio State. Like, how bad can he be? He's gonna be our #1 corner immediately. Oh no, 139th ranked player. Like, how is he that bad? Normal development, he's probably like a 65 overall, dude. I didn't realize we had a 3rd pick in this 3rd round. Don't mind if I do. Let's hopefully get somebody half decent here. Now, we do need a middle linebacker, and I really like this guy of Old Dominion. I've actually seen him play in person a few times. I don't know how good he's gonna be in here. Ooh, the linebacker from Arkansas State looks good. Well, I think I'm gonna go with Henderson. He's a tackling machine. He has a tackle in this draft. Not the most overly athletic linebacker in the world, but we're gonna take a shot on him here. Give me good news, Roger. Hey, 61st ranked player, drafts him at 76. Not terrible. And he also has hidden dev. Let's go. My God, dude, this makes up for that last stinker. Now I don't get to pick again until round 4. You know what sucks, dude, is I actually want to take Harold Fannin here. He's like one of my favorite prospects in this entire draft. I know we already got Tyler Warren, but he's so good. He's got to be a decent overall here. I'm gonna wait though, make sure like nobody jumps out at me here, because we do need other positions a lot more. Like, we do need defensive end quite bad. This guy, Jasheem Davis out of Wake Forest, has a bunch of C's. He's a scheme fit. Like, hopefully he's average. Oh my God, he's terrible. Oh, Jasheem, how are you so bad? This has definitely been a mixture of a draft, dudes. Had some stinkers, had some bangers. And Harold Phantom went to my Titans. Gosh dang it. Oh, dude, I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. I'm so sad. Hopefully, we can hit on a pick here instead. Now, we definitely need a running back. And there's just no way. Like, something's got to be messed up here. No way Quinshawn Judkins, Ollie Gordon are projected undrafted free agents. There's absolutely no way. There's a lot of good running backs. We might even need to take 2 running backs, to be honest with you. I don't care what this says. I'm going to go either Judkins or I'm going to go Ollie Gordon. Judkins is a scheme fit. Definitely not the most athletic. But screw it. Quinshawn Judkins, he's going to be the selection. And he's a 3rd ranked player in the entire draft. He does only have a normal dev, though, which is why he probably fell. But we can't be mad at it. Now, we definitely do need to get another wide receiver. But who is the question? This will give us 3, and that's all we really need. Now, it really comes down to Xavier Restrepo from Miami or possibly Ricky White out of UNLV. He has a catching, a spec catch. Oh my gosh, Ricky White might be a diamond in the rough. He's really good at UNLV. Not the fastest in the world, but athletic enough. His awareness might suck. Let's see. Ricky, don't be a stinker, please. Ricky comes in as the 56th best player. We got him at 129, and he only comes with normal, though. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we have 2, maybe 3 picks left in this draft. We got to make them count. I would go offensive linemen, but they all suck at this point. And I know everyone is better than what we got currently, but I feel like if anything, we can sign a lot of these guys as undrafted free agents. So I don't want to waste a pick on them. I'm trying to find somebody that's actually half decent. Tip on defensive tackle is try to find the guy that's the absolute strongest, which we have Kim Horsley out of Boston College and Tim Smith out of Alabama, who have great strength. Tim had the most bench press reps, so he is going to be the pick here. Hopefully he's a diamond in the rough. Roger, give me good news again, please. Oh my god, I'm a moron. 367th in true value. Like, what are we doing? Oh no, a disaster. An absolute disaster. Which, yes, we do have 2 7th-round picks that we have to make count here. There's actually so many good running backs left, but again, I feel like some of these guys are going to fall through the cracks and probably go undrafted because we're going to need another 2 running backs probably. Jag Nelson out of Wisconsin, like, I think he's going to be good in real life. I just don't know how good he's going to be in this draft class. I mean, a 6'7" offensive tackle, he'd probably start for us. Like, why not take a shot on him? And, oh my god, he's garbage. At least he played college basketball for 2 years. So hopefully we can get somebody half decent with our last pick in our first draft here. I mean, probably cornerback is the smartest thing to do because we need as many corners as possible, even though, like, everyone left sucks. Amir Hall out of Michigan probably looks like the best one left. He has a few C's and A here and there. He's probably going to be garbage, but we need somebody to play cornerback for us. To be fair, that wasn't a terrible pick. Got him right at his value. I mean, we made much better picks today, that's for sure. Here we go, dude. Sitting to the end of the draft to see how good our class actually was. Oh my gosh, moment of truth, moment of truth, moment of truth. Hold on a second. I won a 74, we can deal with that. But look at Quinshawn Judkins coming in at an 80 overall in the 4th round. Not to mention Ricky White in the 5th round of 72. Like, there's obviously some stinkers thrown in there, but this wasn't a terrible first class. So this is how the team looks after one off season. We're up to a 54 overall across the board, which is a lot better than where we started. Don't forget, I'm gonna go see if we can find any undrafted free agents that slipped through the cracks. Like, there's some quality undrafted free agent running backs. This is such a good running back class. I think we will take Roydell Williams out of Alabama as our backup running back. And just for the good vibes, we're also gonna sign Cam Scatabo out of Arizona State. Had an incredible playoff run. And a wide receiver, got Torrey Horton 70 overall. Comes in with star development. Oh my god, of course we're gonna sign him. Also found Jack Beck out of TCU. Also has star development, 68 overall. Don't mind if I do. Also have this tight end out of UNLV as a backup to Tyler Warren. Won't be terrible. And I'm gonna take every single rookie undrafted free agent offensive lineman possible, which there really aren't that many. Hey, there's a 65 overall guard here out of Texas. Welcome to Jacksonville, Hayden. Another 64 here, Michael Gonzalez out of Louisville. Don't mind if I do. And screw it, we'll sign all of them. Jared Hooford, welcome, brother. Also a 65 rated right tackle out of Arizona State. Brother, we're getting all kinds of talent. Hey, Ben Bell here out of Texas State. Guy was a beast in college. I mean, we need all the defensive line depth possible. Also a Yaya Black out of Iowa. Welcome to the squad. Oh, David Walker out of Central Arkansas. I feel like he's going to be drafted like 3rd round. I don't know how he fell to us. Yes, he's a 65, but maybe he could develop into something half decent. And we have ourselves a 65 rated middle linebacker out of Tulane, Tyler Groves, that we're going to sign. We got 65 Karik Coleman out of Ole Miss. We're getting a little bit of talent right here. And at cornerback, hey, we have a 68 rated that fell through the cracks. And heck, he's gonna freaking start for us. Hey, we got Jabbar Muhammad out of Oregon as well. I think he's gonna get drafted IRL, but I would gladly pick him up as an undrafted free agent. Probably need at least one more corner. We'll take Trevin Gradney, rookie out of Montana. A 66 rated Jack Howell out of Colorado State to be a backup to DeMar Hamlin. We 100% need help at strong safety, and thankfully there's a 69 rated Bo Frailer out of Iowa State just sitting there ready to be signed. This undrafted free agent class has been euphoric. And also, hey, I know this guy, Jaden Voisin from South Alabama. Would love to have him on the squad. The thing is, we definitely need a kicker, and there is a rookie, Cole Becker, out of Utah. I mean, why not just keep signing rookies? We don't have to sign just rookies out of preseason free agency, but hey, might as well inject as much young talent as possible. And at punter, we have no rookie punters, unfortunately. So we'll just take Jake Kamara to here, 76 rated. He'll be one of the highest rated players in the entire team. We might not be done yet, though. I'm gonna like see what we have on the team, see what holes we have, and see if any of these veteran free agents could help us out this next season, even if we just sign like 2 or 3 of them. I mean, at least as of right now, dude, squad's up to a 65 overall, the 60 offense, 71 defense. I mean, it's not pretty or anything, but at least it's a lot much better than where we started. And like I said, dudes, we're not done adding just yet. So what else sitting out there in free agency could even help this team right now? First of all, we do need a backup quarterback, and the best bet is probably going with the veteran. Does Joe Flacco have mentor? Yes, he does. So hopefully this signing can help out Cam Ward's progression. Now, we could absolutely use some help at defensive end, and again, I'm probably gonna go the veteran route because these aren't long-term starters, and Cameron Jordan also has a mentor, so we can help out the young defensive end we have behind him. And also, same thing on the other side, but who do I sign? Possibly William Golston here, 70 overall, but again, does have mentor, so hopefully he can help the squad out this next season. Also, we desperately need middle linebacker depth. I think maybe Eric Kendricks could be the guy for the job as long as he does have a mentor. Well, Eric Kendricks, welcome to Jacksonville. Need just a few more to round out the roster. We absolutely need a cornerback one. Now, who we sign is the big question here. Maybe Avonte Maddox if he also has mentor, which unfortunately he doesn't. Which one of you bad boys can be a mentor to my young corners? Steven Nelson is the only free agent cornerback I can find that has mentors, so I suppose he's going to be added to the cornerback room. Absolutely need a strong safety here. Dude, I can't believe Jamal Adams is only 29. Feels like he's 40. Old Tony Jefferson, the only one with mentor, so I do think he has a 72 overall, is going to be our starting strong safety. The only other positional unit I need to try and upgrade with free agency is probably the offensive line. I'm not just going to sign guys for no reason. I'm going to try to get some veterans to help out the youngsters. Kendall Long looks like he's going to do a perfect job at right tackle. And Greg Van Roten here will do the same at right guard. Lastly, I feel like we need a center. Unfortunately, none of these left guards fit the mold I'm looking for. So I think our final starting lineup is set. We come in as a mass of a 68 overall with a 67 offense and 71 defense. Let's be honest, dude, it's bad. It is so bad. But at least I feel like we built a decent foundation. And as long as our main man, Cam Ward here, can turn into a superstar, I'm telling you guys, this team's gonna have a chance. And I do have to cut 5 players before I can advance to next week. We still have some 0 overalls that can be cut. That's not really gonna ruin us at all. Prince here only gives us negative 20k spat. We're gonna lose about 200k from cutting Jefferson here, but we can handle that right now. Cole's gone, we only lose 30k. We can handle Jerry and Jones penalty. I don't want to cut Tyson Campbell though, because we're gonna incur a penalty of $17 million. I'd rather cut one of these cornerbacks since we have 15 active. So see you later, Khalif. It's gonna be tricky though when we have to trim this roster down to 53. And again, it is physically impossible to improve any of these 0 overalls. Try to upgrade them, and literally nothing happens. Guess we keep going till I have to cut more players. And like, I feel like no matter what we do here, we're still gonna go 0-17 this season, which would be fine. It means we still get the number 1 pick. We've still yet to win a game in the preseason up to this point, but at least we're not losing by 200 points every game. Can we at least win our final preseason game before we get this regular season going? At least that would give me some hope going into the season. Oh my god, it's a miracle! Are the Cardinals literally this bad? Hey, at least it looks like we drafted the right quarterback. When Ewers sucks. But fellas, the one thing that we haven't had up to this point, hope. But now we have to cut 22 players. So I'm gonna try and cut every single 0 overall that doesn't give us a massive penalty. This is gonna take a hot freaking minute. Now these players that we're releasing that have pretty big penalties is probably gonna handicap us this next offseason, but for the future, this is the right decision. Because a $3 million penalty here and there starts to add up. Oh my gosh, at this point, all I have to do is cut up one more player and we should be golden. You know what, dude? Screw it. Sorry, Travis. I can deal with another $5 million penalty. See ya! Finally, the squad is officially ready, and after all the cuts, we are now a 73 overall team with a 75 offense and 71 defense. I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. I don't think we're gonna make the playoffs or anything this season, but I do think we should at least win our first few regular season games. Give me like a 4 or 5 win season and I'd be happy. Hey, 6 wins! Exceeded my own expectations. And the big question is, who did the good things for us this season? We had the 23rd ranked offense in the league, a lot better than last year's. At least this season our defense wasn't dead last. So not the worst rookie season in the world from Cam Ward. I mean, it doesn't really help his offensive line give up 47 sacks. But 4,000 yards, 29 touchdowns, and a 65% completion percentage isn't too shabby. He's just got to learn to limit those turnovers. What's his overall up to? He's up to an 82. But the most important thing I see on this screen is the fact that he's already a superstar. So hopefully that means with just a couple more decent seasons, Cam Ward can get up into the 90s. And how we do on the ground this season? Oh, not too good. Judkins only had 700 yards, 9 touchdowns, 3.5 yards per carry. I mean, Cam Ward about outgained him. Judkins kind of a letdown, not gonna lie. Only up to an 83 overall and still only has normal dev. What receivers balled out for us? Tyler Warren, of course. 964 yards, 8 touchdowns. Like, that could have won him Rookie of the Year. Ricky White is not what I expected. 926 yards, 8 touchdowns. Even Trey Harris with a big season, 841 yards, 4 touchdowns. Rashid Shaheed, not too shabby, but all 3 of our rookie receivers outgained him. At least Judkins did something half decent through the air. My God, dude, our big signing freaking Cam Robinson was the one that gave up 19 sacks on his own. Defensively, the veteran Eric Kendricks led us in total tackles. And our big signing, Baron Browning, exactly why I want him, dude. 8 sacks on the year, but aside from that, Puna Ford had 5. Everybody else sucked. Jason Henderson, literally like the only rookie for our team that did anything at all. Just kidding. Cornerback Denzel Burke did have 3 interceptions, so we take that. Good old DeMar Hamlin with a half a sack and 2 picks. At least our rookie kicker was pretty good. Let's see, we didn't have anybody come top 10 of the MVP race. I really feel like I should have got Coach of the Year vote for winning 6 games with this team. Now, I'm more interested in the Rookie of the Year voting. Offense Rookie of the Year went to Ashton Genty, of course. Tyler Warren and Ricky White came in 2nd and 3rd. I mean, literally, half of the top 10 was freaking Jags, but nobody won, of course. About defensively, Denzel Burke. Yeah, Jason Henderson coming 3rd, so we take that. I really hope that means his dev trade increased. No, it's still normal. What are you talking about? He won Defensive Rookie of the Year. It's up to a 73, though, so I guess beggars can't be choosers. But at the end of the day, dude, in our first real season, like, I can't be mad at 6 wins. I mean, the squad's already up to a 75 overall with a 77 offense, and it looks like we have 2 superstars. Already mentioned Cam Ward, but Tyler Warren, also a superstar. So as crazy as it might sound, dude, I think if we give this squad one more solid offseason, we could possibly push for a playoff berth next season. We have a lot, and I mean a lot of work to put in here this upcoming offseason. Then we had an Eagles Super Bowl dub this season. Hopefully this will end up being us within the next 5 years. Please. And the good news, looks like we have about $84 million to spend this offseason. That's before we have to re-sign players, though. God dang it, we had 4 of our veterans retire. God, we still have these freaking stragglers that can't be upgraded. All right, let's go spend our money freaking wisely. 23 contracts we have to negotiate, and I've got to be smart about this considering I need players to fill my roster, and I can only draft players and sign 5 free agents. So I'm probably about to give out a ton of contracts here. 100% gonna bring back Torrey Horton, and I think the best bet since we need numbers, I'm probably gonna give everybody like huge 6-year deal. Hopefully this is enough for Torrey Horton to return. Thank God. Same thing with Jack back here. Like, he's a young receiver, or like, is it worth it? He's gonna be like $5 million a season. Maybe actually hold off on Jack for a minute. Definitely need some backup running backs. Unfortunately, Roydell Williams is not interested. Him, brother, I'll give you a healthy little 6-year contract. Screw you, dude. Like, that's gonna be an issue with a lot of these guys, dude. We got Bo back. Also got back Cam Alexander. That cap space is going down fast, though, dude. Tyler's also coming back. Same thing with this young right guard. Trying to re-sign all the guys who are actually interested in returning right now. I know I can get them for cheaper. Curry, come back. Let's go. I'm gonna lie, dude. I kind of feel like I'm overpaying for a lot of these guys. Like, I feel like if I just let them hit free agency, they'll be available to sign the preseason next year. And I probably can get them for a lot cheaper. We'll try to get my kicker back, though. God dang it, dude. Like, why don't you like us? Can we at least get our freaking punter back? God dang it, Jacob. I mean, we are down to $54 million now. The only player like I'm really interested in is maybe bring back Cam Scatabo. Don't be overly ridiculous, please. Thank you, Cameron. So yes, as of right now, I'm gonna let all these guys walk, but at the same time, there's still a chance that I could re-sign them next preseason. But now, dudes, is when things start to get super serious. Free agency time. Now, I do want to see if there's any players I can now cut and not incur like a huge penalty. Apparently, I would save $14 million if I got rid of Eric Armstead. Hopefully this works. Oh yeah, huge money increase.
So maybe now's the time I can finally get rid of all these useless morons.
Now, the only problem is I still cannot release Walker Little or Trevor Lawrence yet. Like, Trevor Lawrence would be negative $90 million. Like, I can't afford that. But as of now, we have $95 million to spend. Hope to God, dude, it's a good free agent class. And it looks like we got some studs this year. Keep in mind, I can only sign 5 players. So I gotta make sure each signing is somebody we can use for the future. Now, unfortunately, Mark Andrews, Kyle Pitts, like, they're the 2 big players interested in us and they're the 2 highest overall players. But we have Tyler Warren already, who apparently became a Superstar X Factor. When did this happen? And while we're at it, yes, we did have Denzel Burke improve up the star, so that's a dub. I feel like we're getting somewhere with this team. Now, Elijah Vera Tucker, absolutely somebody we've got to find a way to add to the team, although he has 0 interest in moving to Jacksonville. Let's see how much of an overpay, though, it would take to bring him down. Okay, so our first offer, we're tied with everybody else. So let's see what it would take to go above and beyond. This is going to be such a massive overpay, but brother, we need it badly. Oh my god, holy freaking overpay, dude. And we now have the first place offer. Now, we do need an outside linebacker, and Odafe Owe is one of the highest rated out there. Not really a scheme fit for us, but hey, we need somebody. Give you a fat 5-year offer. Like, this is going to be so much money, but we need as much talent as physically possible. Tied with the freaking Broncos, unfortunately. Believe that offer to be, though, Mike Evans. We really don't need to use another wide receiver. We already have a good middle linebacker in Jason Henderson. Just like everybody that hits free agency is old, dude. I mean, we could use another solid cornerback. So Jalen Watson, he's only 27, 80 overall. I mean, he could help us. He's not really going to break the bank either. He'd be our number 1 corner immediately. Offer's looking good for him. We also badly need strong safety, and Josh Metellus is the only guy I'm really interested in, so hopefully we can find a way to sign him. He'd be good for at least another 2-3 seasons. Let's give him a nice little 4-year offer. We're going to have to overpay since he hates us. Let's see where this offer sits at. Oh my god, we're not going to be able to get him from the Raiders, are we? This is going to take such a freaking overpay, dude, but we need him so bad. Surely this has got to be a good enough offer. Alright, so we're at least tied with the Raiders now. Go from here, like, who the heck else do I even try and sign? I mean, maybe go after the best available offensive lineman left. John Simpson, he's 29. He'll probably be an 80 overall plus for the next few seasons. We give him a little 3-year deal, see if he likes it. I mean, we're his only offer. So our 5 offers are now out there in the universe. I cannot even begin to describe to you how huge this would be to land all 5. Like, we would help out our offensive line, would help out the defense. More than anything, we badly need Elijah Vera Tucker. So here we go. With the button click, what's the bad news here? They've all either accepted or declined, and we got 4 of them. Let's go! Wait, so who did we miss out on here? We missed out on Owe to the Broncos. Gosh dang it. It's fine, it's fine. We can pivot to somebody else here. Now, I'm thinking about being a little cheeky here. We don't need a wide receiver. We don't need a tight end either. But hear me out. If we sign Kyle Pitts, we could just possibly find another suitor, trade him away, and get something big in return. But so we don't incur a huge penalty, I'll probably only sign him to a 2-year deal, and hopefully that's enough to sign him. Like, I have a ton of money to spend. Now we're behind the Bengals and Giants, unfortunately. I mean, I know this is a crazy one, dude, but we have the money. Feeling like we could flip them for something huge. We're now tied with the Giants and Bengals, but I don't trust them. I'll up my offer even more. Like, surely this is enough that nobody else is gonna want to touch them. All right, we're tied at the top. Let's see if we land Kyle Pitts. Gosh dang it, dude. The dream is over. He's a Giant. You knew I was scheming. Now I gotta figure out what the heck to do with the other spot I have left. It's like all the good free agents are signed now. Man, I was looking at Travis Jones earlier, but he signed with somebody, so maybe I pivot to Sam Williams here. I mean, he could be a good defensive end for us for a couple years. I mean, he's better than what we got. Don't want to be too crazy with this offer. I'll just give him 3 years what he's asking for. I mean, we're his best offer. I'm just gonna submit it through, and we got our guys. You can't be mad at this free agency haul, dude. Like 5 guys that should help us for at least the next 3, maybe 4 seasons. Now, probably even more important than free agency, we got the draft here. I haven't been able to scout, so I do want to see who the draft has mocked to us. So unfortunately, we don't get the top pick this year. We ended up with pick number 8 has us going offensive lineman. Well, here goes freaking nothing, boys. I guess we just skipped straight to my pick here because I'm definitely not trading up. We had a quarterback and a bunch of defensive players taken. We pick here at number 8, but I wonder if I could like trade down just a little bit, just a few picks. Man, this is asking me to trade down like way too far, man. I just want to trade down like 1, 2 picks, like maybe get something else. Who's even available at this point? Like a defensive tackle, offensive lineman, wide receiver. Ooh, Caleb Downs is sitting there. Honestly, I might just go ahead and pick, dude, because like Caleb Downs would be solid. Even Peter Woods, he's a projected top 5 player, somehow fell all the way to this point. Or Zachariah Branch would be solid. There's some good offensive linemen. Carnell Tate's good. Let me see what I could get if I traded back 1 spot with the Chicago Bears. I would gladly take a 2nd round pick. I don't know if they're gonna deal with that though. No, declined. I would gladly take an extra 2nd round pick if you could be so kind. Just like I expected, it's declined. What about an extra 3rd? Declined again. Yeah, there's no point. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and make the selection. And we already have DeMar Hamlin. So why not just go with the top player on the board, Peter Woods. He's a scheme fit. He's a top 5 projected player. Really good skills. Had a really good combine. Peter, don't let me down. Hopefully he is a top 5 player. Peter Woods comes in. Give me good news, Roger. Comes in as the 5th best player in the class. And defensive tackles are so expensive. So I feel like this was a massive dub. So hopefully we can also hit on our 2nd round pick. Now I need a long-term offensive tackle, and Blake Miller out of Clemson. We already drafted a good Clemson player in the 1st round. Blake Miller's sitting here, has A awareness, had a very good combine, bunch of A's scattered in there. He's projected 2nd and 3rd round pick, but that doesn't mean much. Blake Miller, you're going to be the selection. Don't let me down. And he comes in as the 23rd ranked player. We got him at 40. Also comes in with hidden depth traits. So again, dude, we get ourselves a huge pick. Literally. So can we actually hit on 3 straight picks to start this draft? Now I know Trey Moore here out of Texas is quite the stud. Has A awareness. He has some good ratings thrown in there. Good finesse move, good pursuit. He also was a scheme fit for us. He's very strong. I mean, I don't think this is a bad shout as a 3rd round pick. We need right outside linebacker bad. Hopefully he can be our long-term option. Trey Moore comes in as the 50th ranked player at 72. Has normal dev though, which is kind of a letdown, but still I think a good pick. Now can we hit on another stud here in the 4th round? Now, you always can use some solid corners, and Julian Humphrey here out of Georgia has B-man coverage, which is always like, that's insane for a player still here in the 4th round. Had one of the best combines in the draft, although he's not the fastest in the world. A tackle, A catching. I mean, it's worth taking a shot on here. He's by far the best corner left. And Humphrey comes in as the 51st best prospect. Oh my gosh, dude, what a pick. He also has normal dev, which is probably why he fell this far. But hey, dude, we can work with this. So I'm sitting here in round 5, and I was looking. All the receivers suck except this guy. Noah Robinson, everybody in the draft at this point sucks. He's a projected undrafted free agent, but I'm looking at his stuff. Has pretty good player notes. He's one of the fastest receivers in the entire draft, and he actually has some decent skills. B catching traffic, C catching, A carrying. But I feel like this is a good guy to take a flyer on here in the 5th round. And Noah's going to come in as the 53rd ranked player in the draft. Got him at 136. He also has normal dev, which again probably why he fell so far, but we're putting together a pretty good class when I didn't do any scouting at all myself. What are the odds that can continue here in the 6th round? Now, I could always use some solid outside linebackers, and for a 6th round pick, this Caleb Bacon guy doesn't look terrible. He's the strongest in the draft. Yeah, that always means something. Means his overall is probably gonna be half decent. Can we hit on a 6th consecutive stud? Roger, give me good news. I don't know why you're still here announcing picks in the 6th round, though. Okay, so not as good as last few picks, but not terrible. We literally got him like right at his value. Also has normal dev. I mean, not the best pick in the world, but he's a good addition to a team that doesn't have much depth. Oh, we have another 6th round pick? Probably gonna take a shot on a running back here, Jamal Haynes out of Georgia Tech. I know he's solid. He's pretty fast. 3rd fastest in the entire class. So he's got to be half decent, right? Like maybe a 70 overall. And nope. Who owes 7 in true value? Oh no, dude. We had ourselves an absolute stinker here. I mean, I could use help at center. We have 2 7th round picks here. This guy has A awareness and A pass block and A pass block power. So at least a decent pass blocking center. Like he's still here, so that means he probably is terrible. But one of the strongest centers in the entire combine. So like he might be a decent pick. He might be a terrible run blocker, which screws his overall up. But hey, maybe we can use him on passing downs. Yeah, he's terrible. 223rd ranked player in the class. Oh man, I thought I was really about to get ourselves a superstar here. I'm just trading this last pick away, dude. I don't need it. Bears willing to give me their 6th from next year. Don't mind if I do. So here we go as always, dude. Moment of truth. Time to figure out everybody's guys' overalls. And to be completely honest with you, dude, that is not too shabby. We got 5 players, 73 overall and above. I mean, the last 3 picks were kind of stinky, but like, my God, dude, we got ourselves some starters. So we've officially made it to 2026. So we made it to next season, and I'm telling you guys, this team doesn't look too bad. I mean, up to an 81 overall, with an 83 offense and 79 defense. And that's not too terrible when you consider where we just were 2 years ago. Ooh, we might actually try and go after our first trade here. So I want this young rookie to start, and Boone Ford still has some decent value left on him. Maybe we get somebody to start it right in for us, or maybe a half decent center at least. Keep in mind the trade difficulty's on very hard, so I'm probably not going to get the best player in return. Like, anybody that can start for us, I'll take. I mean, we got some offers thrown out there into the universe, but like, nothing's really tickling my fancy. Fellas, I believe we're about to get ourselves an absolute stud. Now, Braden Fisk, straight up for Puna 4, is about halfway to being accepted. I tried every other option. Every other option in the league was not even close. For some reason, the Rams won't Puna badly. Now, it's going to take a lot. Like, possibly a second-round pick. And keep in mind, too, we got an extra 6 from this year. I don't mind throwing that in as well. But they also need cornerback, and we have a plethora of them, like Eric Garrett, you can go. Let's see how close this is to being accepted. It's accepted! Now, this defensive line isn't looking too shabby now. Now, I do wonder if there's some undrafted free agents that we could possibly add to the squad. I know, I don't think we have a punter in the entire roster, so Bradley, welcome to the team. What was a kicker that we don't have? I don't know, I'm just wasting money right now. I guess Evan McPherson, and we gotta sign somebody. Now, we 100% need a better center, and like, do I just sign one of these guys? David Andrews, 100% a veteran. Hopefully he has a mentor, which he does. Welcome to the squad, vet. We also need help at backup middle linebacker, and I feel like Alex Singleton could fill that role, especially considering he doesn't have a mentor. Oh well, need some depth there. He's a decent signing. Are there any better free safeties out there? Honey Badger, like, do I sign him over DeMar Hamlin? I mean, honestly, like, anything at this point would help. So Honey Badger, welcome. Now, I do 100% need tight end depth. I think I have 1 tight end on the entire team. So Harrison Bryant, welcome to Jacksonville. And screw it, dude, why not add another veteran presence? Zach Ertz is going to be our tight end number 3. So I think this team is finally ready for their 3rd season. I mean, if Cam Ward can take big strides, dude, I wouldn't be shocked if we made the playoffs this season. Defensively, like, we have some work to do, but it's much, much improved. If we won 6 games last year, dude, I feel like we could win 8 games, maybe even 9 games this season quite easily. How do we get worse? Our offense was about the same as it was last year. Defensively, we were much better. I mean, improvement from Cam Ward. I mean, he had 4,100 yards, 36 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. I mean, he was sacked a lot less too, so at least he got better. We just still can't run the freaking football, dude. Judkins has been terrible. He's at 85 overall, so like, I don't know why he's so bad. Through the year, Rashid Shaheed with a huge season, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. That's why we paid him. Tyler Warren with another really big season, tied for the team lead and 11 receiving touchdowns. Ricky White, big year. Trey Harris, good year. I mean, at least at the bare minimum, Judkins is doing something through the air, but like, as long as we can't do anything on the ground, dude, I don't know if we're gonna be able to make the playoffs, much less win a Super Bowl. Now, Singleton led the team in total tackles. Now, sacks. Braden Fisk led the team at 12.5 sacks, exactly why I brought him in. A little disappointed at how this young rookie did, but like, at the end of the day, dude, like, if we can add some quality pass rush outside of these 3 guys, like, we could be killing it on defense. You just don't have enough depth though. Like, oh, look at this young rookie, Julian Humphrey. He might have won Rookie of the Year. 4 interceptions. No top 10 MVP votes again. Look at that, dude. Back-to-back seasons where we do have a cornerback win Rookie of the Year. Unfortunately though, dude, like, such a disappointing season. Like, I know this team isn't amazing. They should be winning more than freaking 4 games. I have to make some more improvements in the offseason. Like, Cam Ward already all the way up to an 86 overall. So give him a few more seasons and he could be in the MVP race. I told you guys Tyler Warren was the right pick in season number 1. I mean, the guy's up to an 89 X factor already. Hey, and other good news at least, Peter Wood, that young defensive tackle, came in as a superstar, so he should just continue to get better and better. Now, the thing is, dude, Trevor Lawrence is holding us back, man. Like, I'm hoping we can cut him soon and not incur like a $5 billion penalty, which now it says releasing him will free $28 million in cap room. Doesn't say anything about a penalty. Like, do I do it? Do I risk it? Ah, screw it, dude. If we incur a penalty, I don't care. We'll figure it out one way or another. At least that looked good. I mean, it now says we have $63 million available in salary cap, so like, I don't know, maybe we can spend that this free agency. We have our work cut out for us though, brother. That's for sure. We have to find a way to win a Super Bowl, and what what, like the next 3 seasons? This time the freaking Bills win it all. And as we head into the offseason, it now says we have $130 million to spend. Let's go! Unfortunately, 2 more retirees this offseason, so we're gonna have to sign some more veterans. Hopefully we can do some damage this offseason with this $130 million to spend. But before free agency, some good news. It looks like Ricky White became a star. Outside of that, like everybody stayed the same outside of Jordan Humphrey, who also became a star. I still have confidence though, dude. If we can put together another good offseason, I'm telling you, just one of these seasons, we could shock the world and just go ahead and win the freaking Super Bowl. At least this time, when we have 6 players ready to negotiate the contract. And honestly, dude, I could care less. They all can walk. Hopefully, there's some big time free agents we can throw money at this season so we can spend this freaking money. I mean, like, how am I supposed to spend $130 million on this, dude? Like, I might have to save some of my money for freaking next season. I mean, what I can do, although I already have a good strong safety, is just put all of my money into Brian Branch here. We need as many superstars as physically possible. So, brother, I will give you the entire freaking world here. And that's such a huge offer. I'm gonna send it through. And we're the #1 team on his offer list right now, at least. I mean, Joe Thuney wants to join us. He's definitely not a long-term option, but if I'm trying to win next year, like, why not just give him an offer? Even give him a 2-year deal, see if he'll accept. I know I already have Baring Browning outside linebacker, but Tooley is so much younger. He's probably gonna progress to into a superstar potentially. Maybe we can move him on to the right side. I mean, like, what harm is this gonna do? We gotta spend the money on somebody, man. See if we can get him on board. How with the Chargers? And you know what, dude? Screw it. Jair Alexander, another star cornerback. Like, we can use as many as possible. Maybe they can go ahead and trade away Jalen Watson. Give Alexander maybe a little 3-year contract. See if he accepts. We're his #1 offer. I still gotta find one more player to give some money to. I mean, I gotta spend this money on somebody, dude. Maybe Rashawn Gary to play right in. Like, I don't know what else to do. I mean, I'm gonna have $50 million left over after this. I mean, let's see if this is enough. I mean, we're tied with a few other teams. Let's see, dude. Hopefully we can sign all these guys. We literally have the top offer for Brian Branch, Joe Thuney, and Jair Alexander. I'd be happy with those 3. I would love Tooley, and I would love Rashawn Gary, but I'm not gonna up the offer anymore. I'm giving him $12.5 million per year. I just want to make sure I get Brian Branch, dude. I need a superstar on that defense. I just need high-rated players. We're gonna send the offers through. Okay, 2 of them haven't decided yet. We did land all 3. Let's freaking go, dude. That's huge. Now, maybe, do I just offer him more and just make sure we land 4 of those 5 targets? I mean, is that the move? I mean, I have the money, so, like, why not, I guess? All right, where's top offer? Let's see if we can go 5 for 5 here. Oh, we got Gary, but we missed out on Tooley. God dang it, man. So now I gotta find somebody else to give my freaking money to. I mean, I could use right outside linebacker, although he's not a scheme fit. Trey Moore's a nice young linebacker, but I could use an 81 over him. It would take a little bit of a shorter deal here. Now we're tied with a bunch of other teams. It's not gonna take the craziest offer to land them. All right, we're now in the lead, and we landed Dorian. I mean, we got 4 out of our top 5 targets, dude, so you can't be mad at this free agency haul. God, dude, this offense looks so much better. Like, I'm telling you, if we could get ourselves a star running back, or at least a running back that performed well, and maybe a #1 receiver, I'm telling you, we could be Super Bowl contenders. I mean, even this defense is starting to look pretty nasty. Like, we're up to an 86 overall with an 88 offense and 85 defense. I'm probably gonna trade away Jalen Watson and see what we can get for him at the start of next season, but, like, I think this is a team that's gotta be making the playoffs next year. Don't forget, dude, we still have the draft to go here. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what pick we have here. We have the 2nd pick in the draft, which would have been nice to land #1 and trade down for somebody to get Arch Manning. Like, I'm wondering if the move is to trade down again or just get ourselves a superstar pass rusher in Dylan Stewart. Well, hold on. Also in this draft class is Ryan Williams, who's projected to go #10, and Jeremiah Smith. And I told you guys we need a #1 receiver. So do I trade down and try to land one of these 2? Let's get this show on the freaking road here, boys. I'm assuming the Panthers go Arch Manning here. What a freaking shocker. Now, this is where things get super interesting. I want to see if anybody wants to trade up here. I'm not going to trade down outside of top 5. Ooh, the Commanders want to trade back just 1 pick. That give me a 2nd from next year, a 5th, a 5th, and a 7th. Hold on, let's see if we can get something else out of that deal. What are the odds we could land a freaking player here? God, dude, they won't even give me a 2nd from this year. Oh, very hard. Trading is very hard. What about a 3rd and a 2nd from next year? How about that instead? And it still declines. Maybe I'm just going to take their offer from the menu screen. They got some crazy offers. Like the Seahawks are offering 3 first-round picks, but no, I think I'm gonna take next year's second, a 5th from this year, a 5th from 2029, and a 7th from 2028. I mean, it's not bad to trade down just one spot. Maybe we can use those picks to maybe acquire a better running back. Let's see who Washington takes here. I think they went offensive tackle. They went Williams. So maybe I can trade down more. Like, I would take either one of Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Smith. Like, either of those guys, I would be over the moon about. I don't want to trade back too far and miss out on that chance. Maybe I can trade back with the freaking Browns now. I mean, God, dude, they're not even giving me a freaking 4th from this year and a 3rd from next year. That's insane, actually. They won't even give me 2 4ths. Like, I might just not risk it, boys. I might go ahead and make the pick. What if you give me a 4, 5, and 6 from next year, and I'm going to use that in a freaking trade? This is my last offer. If they decline, I'm just going to take either Jeremiah Smith or Ryan Williams. And they declined again. Your loss, Cleveland. I mean, Ryan Williams has a bunch of C's, but he ran a 4.29 40-yard dash, which I would love to find out who ran faster than him. His A-spec catch is a lot more C's than what I thought, though, and his awareness could be pretty low. That would have been nice if we could have scouted these guys. I just feel like Jeremiah Smith, look at all those A's he has down there. And he's still plenty fast. I gotta take Jeremiah Smith, dude. I love Ryan Williams. I think they're both gonna be incredible receivers, but I feel like Jeremiah Smith has got to be the guy. He's gonna be selection. Hopefully Cam Ward's #1 receiver, and he comes in as the best player in the entire draft, dude. Let's go. Oh my gosh, dude. I think we literally just got ourselves a franchise-changing player. So I was just sitting here waiting to see when Ryan Williams was gonna get taken, and he hasn't got taken yet. And he was the #1 receiver on the board, so I feel like I could have traded down quite a bit, but I didn't want to risk it, dude. I got the #1 player in the entire draft. I can't be mad at it. Yeah, he goes number 10 to the Patriots. So probably could have traded back to like 9 or 10, maybe got another first-round pick or so, but I'm not mad at it. We're gonna go ahead and simulate to our first pick in the second round and see if we can get another superstar. Probably can go outside linebacker here. The more I look, I think this is a pretty garbage draft class. There's not a lot of talent here, like in the later rounds. I'm only in round 2, but nobody looks good. You know, outside linebacker, Damon Wilson had like the better of the 2 combines. Had the 2 linebackers I'm looking after. He comes in as a 75th ranked player. Ah, it sucks. Has hidden depth trait though, so it might not be a complete failure. And I'm not gonna lie, dude, I might make like my first 4 picks and just trade back until next year. Maybe use all those picks to acquire some actual good players. I mean, I don't need strong safety, but I think Ricardo Jones is the best player in the draft still. I've had success drafting players out of Clemson. Not the fastest safety in the world, but like, there's just nobody in the 3rd round that's like even worth taking. He's a projected first-round pick. He's coming as the 29th ranked player. What's he still doing here? Has hidden depth too? God, how did he fall through the cracks? I'll take that as a depth pick. So as mentioned, I'm probably gonna make this last pick here in the 4th round and just trade everything to get picks in next year's draft. Ooh, this right guard out of Ball State actually looks kind of tasty. A bunch of A ratings, which you like to see here in the 4th round. Teron Tayo wasn't the strongest, so I don't know if I should take him. I always like, it has to do a lot with overall strength, but he has a bunch of A's. Like nobody else at this point's worth taking. We're gonna take Tyron and see how good he is. 52nd best player, got him at 98. He also has hidden depth, dude. What a draft this has been. I mean, screw it, dude. Maybe I keep picking players at this point. Just kidding, dude. There's literally nobody else. There's literally nobody else in this draft I like at all. So I am just gonna trade back and see what the heck I can get. I can get a 4th and a 7th from the Colts here. Why not? Now I can get a 2028 4 from the Dolphins. Gonna trade my 6th for a 5th and a 7th from next year for my Titans. And I guess I'll take a 2028 6 from the Rams for my 7th. Dude, I am so excited to go see what Jeremiah Smith's overall is. Like, it might even be an 80, which is insane as a rookie. Here we go, dudes. Moment of truth. Jeremiah Smith comes in as an 80 overall with 94 speed, 93 excel. Outside of that, Damon Wilson was solid, 72 overall. Ricardo Jones was 74 in the 3rd round. We got a 72 guard in the 4th. What a freaking draft class, dude. Hidden dev, like he might start as a freaking X Factor for all I know. God, dude, this guy is gonna get good, and he is gonna get good fast. Officially in next season, and I'm telling you guys, I feel like this team's about to shock the world and win like 10, 11 games finally. Like, this squad has got to make the freaking playoffs, right? And I think I'm gonna go make some trades, man. Like, I think we need to get ourselves a superstar running back somehow. But with the trading being on very hard, like, this is gonna be difficult. Like, no pun intended. Telling you me, though, the perfect running back has got to be out there somewhere. I'm going to try and trade away Judkins, Jalen Watson, the second that we picked up in that draft. And also, I want to try and get rid of Rashid Shaheed. I want these young receivers to get some playing time here. And I want Jeremiah Smith to immediately be the number 1. So get out of here, Rashid. Can we pick up Bijan? Nope. Like, surely I'll be able to pick up somebody half decent, right? Brees Hall is a little bit closer. Okay, 92 Bucky Irving be the guy? Not quite. I'm telling you, we've got to be able to land one of these running backs, right? Now, here's the thing. Like, do I try and actually trade away a first-round pick for a running back? I mean, it's currently projected to be the number 2 pick in the draft. I don't think that's going to end up being the case, but I might as well try to get some value for it. Now, if I'm going to do this, like, maybe I should try to actually get somebody a little bit higher rated. Did I get Brees Hall? It's accepted! What the frick? So, I guess we got ourselves our superstar running back, just like that. So, if the running game isn't much improved this season, dude, I don't know what to tell you. Now, I'm wondering at the same time, could we try and flip some of those picks and go ahead and improve at left tackle and center? Like, do I go all out this season? Like, we're up to an 87 overall team. Like, I've seen teams this high rated win the Super Bowl all the time. Yeah, dudes, I've sat here for like 30 minutes and I can't make a flip that I like. I'm not going to trade just for the sake of trading. I thought there was a chance with all the picks we had to upgrade the team, but I'm not doing it. So what I might actually do here is advance things to the trade deadline and see what the team's looking like. And if we're having a really good season, maybe then I can trade away some of those draft picks to improve the team and really go on a legitimate Super Bowl run. So at the trade deadline, we're 6-2. So you best believe it. This is a season I'm about to go all out, try to make some trades here to improve this team. Over here, though, might as well negotiate some contracts. With the only player we have got to sign back is Braden Fisk. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. 3-year deal. I'll give you literally everything you want, brother. Says he was looking for a better fit. What do you mean, Braden? I can still offer him again, but that kind of stresses me out a little bit. Let's see. The team is top 5 in offense this time around, and defensively at midway point, they're 19th, so about middle of the pack. Cam Ward is having a breakout season, boys. 77% of his passes have been completed, 24 touchdowns to 5 picks. We have a running back who is actually averaging over 4 yards per carry. I'm telling you, he's the difference. Brees Hall has been the difference in receiving. Jeremiah Smith, what a rookie season so far. On pace for 1,200 yards. I mean, we're on pace for what? To have 3 1,000-yard receivers? Are we getting to the quarterback this season? Both Baron Browning and Rashawn Gary have 7 sacks on the year. Not getting to the backfield as much as last season, but hey, at least we have multiple players with more than 2 sacks this time. And oh my god, dude, Jeremiah Smith is a superstar X Factor, already up to an 85 overall. He's 21 years old. I want to do it, dude. I want to go out and try to win it all this year. I mean, we're up to an 89 overall with a 91 offense and 87 defense. If we can improve at center, if we can improve at left tackle, I'm telling you, this team has a shot. I want to see what I can turn all these extra picks into. Can I turn them into like maybe, God, I have so many 7th round picks. Can I turn them into like a 2nd? I mean, we got a 3rd. I'm telling you, dude, nobody is budging. Okay, so I think I just got lucky there because this guy was the backup left tackle for the Texans, Carmona. Young guy, 84 overall. We just flipped him for Cam Robinson a 3rd, 2 7ths, and 5th. I just sent this through, not expecting it to be accepted. Who the heck did I just get at left tackle? Well, the good news is he comes in with an upgrade because he's happy to be here. 2nd-year player, already an 85 overall. I think we just struck gold. If we can go improve at center, dude, I'm telling you, we are cooking. I'm not gonna lie, I might give up. I just don't think there's any good fit. I don't think there's any possibility here. I think this squad is freaking ready, dude. 89 overall, 92 offense with an 87 defense. If this front 7 can continue to get to the quarterback, I am telling you, we might even get the 1 seed. Here we go, dudes. Moment of freaking truth. Went 11-6. What is it? Did we get a 1st round bye at 11-6? Hold on a freaking second. How did this happen? What a Mickey Mouse 1 seed, dude. Nobody else in the AFC won more than 10 games. The Chiefs didn't even make the playoffs. Neither did the Ravens. What in the world happened this season? I gotta see how the heck we got here. Start off the season really, really good. We made the trade on the trade deadline. Then we lost a couple games. We had a 2-game losing streak there at the end of the season, but we finished the year strong. Finished the season with a top 5 offense. Did our defense improve all 2nd half of the season? No, they actually went backwards. Cam Ward with MVP MVP type numbers. Like, this is what I expected when I drafted him number 1 overall. 4,800 yards, 47 touchdowns, 12 interceptions with a 75% completion percentage. Breece Hall with super solid numbers. 1,100 yards, 17 touchdowns. Through the air, Jeremiah Smith 100% just won Rookie of the Year. 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. I gotta go see what's his overall. As a rookie, he is up to an 88 overall. If we don't actually win the Super Bowl this year, I'm telling you, he's gonna be a 99 overall in just a season or two. Gotta mention Trey Harris as well, dude. 1,000 yards, 97 catches, 7 touchdowns. Tyler Warren, 966 yards, 12 touchdowns. Ricky White, 10 touchdowns, 912 yards. And Breece Hall, dude, 600 yards, 8 touchdowns through the air. Now, defensively, oh my gosh, I see some incredible numbers here. We had 3 players with 11 plus sacks. Braden Fisk turned it on second half of the season. Young D tackle and Peter Woods added with 5.5 of his own. Somehow Brian Branch at safety had 3.5 sacks. 3 players with 3 interceptions. Dorian Williams didn't do much for us outside of get some picks, but hey, decent signing, can't complain. Had to see, did Cam Ward win MVP? No, JJ McCarthy sold from him. He barely even came top 5. And dude, I am still getting shafted for freaking Coach of the Year. Let's confirm Jeremiah Smith 100% won Rookie of the Year. Oh, look at old Ricardo Jones, who we drafted, had some decent numbers too, came in 4th. How did JJ McCarthy win MVP? Okay, that's how. God, what are these numbers people put up this season? Cam Ward not even getting top 5 MVP votes is insane, dude. Now, the main question now, fellas, is the first time we make the playoffs gonna be the year where we actually win the Super Bowl? I freaking hope so, dude. Now, what's the team's overall up to at this point? Up to a 90 overall to 92 offense, 88 defense. I'm telling you guys, this is the year. Now, first bit of business, we need to find out who we take on in the divisional round here. Give me a stinker. Don't give me the Bills. Don't give me the Bengals. Don't give me anybody good, please. We get the Colts. We can beat them easy. Now, they're in our division, so we had to already play them twice this season. We beat them in week 10 at home by 8 points, and then we went and lost them away from home by 3. So at least we get this game at home. Come on, dude, for a chance in the AFC Conference Championship. First, I gotta see if we do win this game, who is our possible opponent. Oh, the Bengals or Bills, dude. Great. I wish I didn't look at this, dude. Not only am I worried about the Bengals or Bills next round if we do win, I just saw the Colts on a freaking roll. They scored 52 points in the first round. I have faith, though, dude. This game played at home. The Colts have a really high overall team, too, dude. So really anything can happen, but I got faith. We're well rested after the bye week. We can shut down the Colts, and we did. Let's go. 21-10, we get the dub. They outgained us somehow, though, but Anthony Richardson threw 2 picks, which was huge. So glad we traded for Breece Hall. Has somebody actually run the ball in the playoffs when we needed him to. Tyler Warren led the team. As happy as I am, dude, like, how are we supposed to beat Josh Allen and the Bills? And even if we do win this game, it doesn't get any easier. I have to take on either freaking 49ers or Eagles. You know what, dude? Let's jump into this game and simulate it that way. Makes it much more intense. I'm telling you right now, dude, I would have rather got first rounded to make it all the way to the freaking conference championship game just to lose. We have got to find a way to slow down Josh Allen and the Bills, win this game, and advance to the freaking Super Bowl with a chance to complete this challenge. Going down, Sean. Gotta love it. Our fate determined by the click of a button. Got off to a fast start here. 7-0 lead. We love it. Bills tie things up. We regained the lead. 14-7. Come on. 2-possession game. 21-7 in the second half. Come on. Come on, baby. 28-7. This is gonna be a bloodbath here. No chance for the Bills. Let's go. Your Jacksonville Jags, just like that in what, 3-4 seasons, are headed to the Super Bowl as the Bills go down. Your once 0 overall Jags are now AFC Conference champions. Now just 1 win away from completing the challenge. Cam Ward masterclass, Josh Allen disaster class. Our run defense came up huge, dude. Josh Allen couldn't get going. They only ran the ball 9 times all game. Tyler Warren, what a freaking playoff run he's had too, dude. Look at Ricky White coming up huge too. Looks like Jeremiah Smith has been pretty locked down in the playoffs. Did catch a touchdown, but hey, that's why you have multiple good receivers. And look at Baron Browning, dude. 2 sacks, the biggest game of his life. Like one of our first signings of the rebuild, he's came up clutch. We're gonna take on the Super Bowl, the Eagles. And that's the Eagles who have made, what, their 3rd straight Super Bowl and actually won it 2 years ago. So this ain't gonna be easy. I need to do some deep depth analysis though. What do they even have on their team at this point? Oh God, 99 Jalen Hurts, almost 99 Devontae Smith. AJ Brown's number 2 receiver now. Jalen Carter's a beast. Saquon Barkley's a beast. Quinyon Mitchell's a beast. My God, dude, this team is so much better than ours. But I know deep down in my soul, this team still has a legitimate shot to end the challenge right here because they have heart. Especially when you consider it looks like both Cam Ward and Breece Hall became X factors in the last week. Oh my god, on defense, do we have Baron Browning and Brian Branch become superstars on their own? I'm telling you, dude, this team is locked and loaded. They're as ready as ever. It's time for these Jags to go bird hunting. Oh, dude, we can't make it all the way to the Super Bowl just to lose, dude. Again, I would rather a loss in the freaking divisional round than make it all the way here is to lose. One more potential button click to determine our destiny. If we don't win this game, we could end up failing the challenge. So let's go ahead and complete this bad boy right here. Come on, fast start. Help them to a field goal. 7-3 lead. That's what I'm talking about. Hold them to field goals right now. We're scoring touchdowns. I said that they scored a touchdown. 21-13. Come on. Come on, please hold them. Please hold them. They tie the game. Oh no, they're gonna win, aren't they? We scored. We scored. We win. We win. 28-21. The Jags have gone from the worst team in NFL history with so many restrictions against them in building a team in just 3-4 seasons, have taken the team to their first Super Bowl in franchise history. Cam Ward, the savior of this franchise, as with this hoist of the Lombardi Trophy, challenge complete. Now, if you enjoyed that one, you can click right here to watch another rebuild where I take one of the worst teams in the NFL and have to rebuild them for 10 seasons. While you're still here, click that sub button, brother. I have 11 months to pass Mr. Beast. If I don't pass him in subs, I'm retiring. So click that button, please.